Hi everyone, it's Steve here from Mash Buttons TV, bringing you part 9 of my Resident Evil Let's Play. So, we're back in the mansion, and first thing we're going to do is we are going to drop off the ink ribbons as per normal, and just double checking if anything else, no, and we are now going to go and deal with, I believe, Yawn. This will be the second time I've faced off against S.T.A.R. the Snake, so let's get going. Doorknob has been repaired. Well, we did see the note from Barry saying that that was the case, so let's carry on. But first things first, let's jump into here and have a quick explore. There's some items normally hidden away, so let's turn on the light. And we've found ourselves some shotgun shells, so we'll put those in there. And we have found a metal object. And there is a battery pack for this stun gun, so that's going to be needed and required. I'm having a good guess at. So what we'll quickly do now is we'll put the stone item away into the item box. The way that I'm with how the actual Let's Play is going, I reckon I've got about 4, maybe 5 parts left to go before it's complete, so we'll just drop that in there, and we will take the lighter and the canteen, and I will quickly reload the shotgun and we will carry on with the game. Now for me, I've decided to keep the assault shotgun going because it's slightly more powerful, but at the cost of more ammo in the more shotgun shells. Basically it's the risk versus rewards idea. So I'm going to go through the art gallery. Just shutting off an email, and we'll just ignore the crows for the time being. So the one good thing about going to now face off against Yawn is basically it's a direct route to the boss fight, so we don't have to worry about any hunters at the moment. So let's go down the stairs and through the dining hall. Just had a bit of problem running around that pillar, so a bit embarrassing. And we'll go through this door here. Once again, we'll just ignore the zombies in the corridor, and we'll pass Kenneth. And the zombie is still banging on the door. I know eventually he's going to burst through, but in a moment I'll be basically finished in this section of the mansion, so he can keep banging away as much as he likes, won't bother me. So here we are, we've got the passageway which led us to the armor key, so we're going to run up, and if you remember back to the episode where we got the armor key, we found that there's a door locked by the helmet key, so we'll just run past that indent. And we've used the helmet key for the last time, so we'll discard that. That gives us an extra item space for later on, which we will be needing. Okay, I know Yawn's about somewhere because he's and here he is. So what we'll do is we'll get down onto the lower part of the room, and we're just going to introduce him to the shotgun. So there's one and another one. Oh, he's rolled up. Ow! That was Joe's head just being bitten there. Thankfully there isn't a fang in there because that would be very painful. And the shotgun's quite slow, so I'm going to switch to something I wouldn't normally do. That's a pistol, because I can get about 4 shots in like that, and then run away. And basically this is the tactic: unload a few shots into him, run away, so he's coming back around that case. Oh, that was a bit quicker from Yawn. Another quick shot. And I thought he might have been dead there for a second, but no, he's carrying on with his fight. Here's again. A couple of shots and that's it. Yawn is dead. Don't need to worry about him anymore. And something's dropped from the back of that bookcase, so we'll go and quickly investigate and reload. We'll use the health item and run past the corpse, and we have picked up the last book, volume 2, so we know that there's going to be a medallion in here somewhere, and for some reason I'm trying to open it up and it just won't open. Third time's a charm. And we have the wolf medal of the wolf, whatever you want to call it, so we can pretty much get out of here and carry on. And I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and get the battery which we left. Not too sure if there'll be a crimson head or not, so we'll have to take that a bit careful. I'm quickly checking for any herbs. Unfortunately there wasn't any, so let's carry on. Also, as the game progresses, there's quite a few extra boss fights coming up. I know in the next section there's going to be a big one, so that should be quite fun to deal with. So we'll go back into this corridor, and what we'll do is we'll go back to where the eagle room was and the health bit there. That zombie's moving, so I'm going to have to wait for him to come round here. As you can see, I'm just checking. So, one shot, that's not worked. Still trying to get the elusive headshot with a pistol. Strange that I haven't been able to get one just yet. That's about, no. Okay, he's there, so we'll actually forget that door. We'll go around the other way where the hunters will be. Oh, just got the electric shock. Just stun gunned him there, and he's gone down. So what we'll do is we'll go and get the battery now. We've got one space left. I'm going to quickly equip the shotgun because I don't know. Oh, there's a what is it with hitting me in the head today? Okay, for that I'm going to burn your body, mate. That was uncalled for. Just watch him toast up. Go back to the handgun. So yeah, we're pretty much finished with the mansion for the time being. Don't know why I was putting my drink down on the floor. So yeah, we've got the battery, and now it's time to go back into the courtyard and get the lift working once again. But have I picked up the herbs in this? Yes, I have. So it's been a while since I've came to this section. as the Crimson Head showed. So what we're going to do is we're going to avoid the zombie that's standing by the mirror, and we're going to go into the upper dining room where I know that there's hunters about. So there's a hunter there, there's one there, so I'm going to practice running because I'm going to need to do this in the courtyard basement or the sewer area, and to be fair, the hunters are easily avoidable. So now let's go to the save room by the art gallery, and what I'm going to do, yeah, I was going to go downstairs and go through the dog, what would have been the dog hallway, which would have led into more hunters, sorry, lickers. I've been playing Resident Evil 2 lately. So yeah, what we're going to do is go through the art gallery, get ourselves sorted out that way, drop off the medal, and potentially pick up the crank, and then run off into and sort out the entranceway to the underground. So that just had a quick text to quickly look at. So I'll sort that out after the let's play, or after the recording. So for the time being, let's put away the fuel canteen and the lighter, and we'll put away the wolf medal and the self-defense gun, and we'll pick up the crank. I'll take the grenade launcher just to be on. No, I won't. I was going to say I'll take the grenade launcher just to be on the safe side, but that doesn't look like to be the case. So it's time to leave the mansion once again. Also, I'm kind of disappointed that Forrest hasn't shown up again. I know that might sound strange to say, but it seems like having Forrest for the first time in the mansion and then have him disappear is a bit strange. So it's a bit disappointing as well, because he's so amped up for each encounter that when he's not around, it just doesn't feel natural. Anyway, because I know that there's dogs in the courtyard as well, I think I might end up. Is there any herbs here? No. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, because I know that there'll be dogs in the courtyard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the shotgun in a bit when I get to the after I've used the elevator. So let's carry on. Let's try and not get turned into a snake sandwich. And there's foul number 1. There's foul 2. The others I've been able to avoid, so let's go down. And let's quickly equip the shotgun, and I'm in caution, which is not a good sign. Okay, dog, let go of the arm. Let go of him being a bad dog. Put me down. Okay, I'll have to put you down. And that one just jumped out of, came out of the blue. Let's tase him. Is he dead? Yes, he is, but... Okay, I'm in danger. This is the first time in the game I've been in danger, and I think I might just use a first aid spray. be a quicker way to get myself back into full health. But at least now we don't have to worry about the snakes, because by being killed off after killing a snake the size of Yawn and being taken out by a snake, a normal sized snake, that would be quite embarrassing. And also I'm trying to do this without dying once, so that would be quite cool if I could actually do this as the first Let's Play of the channel and not die at all. So here we are, we're going to use a crank to reopen the gates, because we don't need to use this pathway anymore. And now let's go down into the sewer and the basement. As I say, I think there's a crate right ahead of me when you get down there, so I'll have a look. And if there is, I'll definitely pick up a first aid spray to be used. Also, I'm kind of glad that earlier on in the game I got rid of the dogs here, because this could have been an absolute nightmare by keeping them alive. And there's no herbs around here, so it's now time to go underground. And considering there's been water going down that place for about 6 or 7 episodes, I'm impressed with that candle being still lit. So we're underground. Let's go around. There's a box, so let's drop the crank in and pick up a first aid spray and use that. There's some ink ribbons as well, fantastic, so I'll quickly combine those and pull that out. And shall we save? Let's have a quick look around the corner, see what's there. Okay, there's definitely something for crank, and there's a green herb, so that's good. I know that we need to do something there. I'm going to pick up the grenade launcher, the acid shells, switch the acid rounds about, put the grenade shells back in, and quickly, what am I doing? I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to move the grenade shells down to a place, and there's a blue and green herb, so we'll put those there. And I'm going to save up, and I'll call it for the episode. So thank you once again for watching this episode. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and use the bell. And if any comments that you can think of, put them down in the comments, and I shall see you all in the next episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.